Just trying to have a quiet drink here, all right?
I say, you didn't hear any loud noises last night, did you? No, explosion sounds?
If there's anything you need,
No,
just let me know.
not. A small experiment may have gone awry,
Take a look at
but
this.
clearly with no
Some of the
discernible
Jarl's men
consequences.
came by and left this bounty litter.
Oh, certainly, I hope not. That would be quite unfortunate for my research.
Well, not exactly. Listen,
Please, come
we're
home.
friends, right?
Just
I
come
wonder if I
home.
could ask a favor of you.
Dan, got at least 2 rounds to go.
It's about
Why
Ranmir.
don't you go...
Don't get me wrong. I don't have a
Why?
problem with him being here all
Because
the
I'd
time.
rather be here trying to keep
He mostly
my
keeps
only
to
brother
himself, and so
from
far
being
he's been
settled
able
back.
to pay. I just hate to see what's happened to him.
Not today.
He hasn't always been like this, you know. Drunk, I mean. Oh, he was a different person. Happy, outgoing, like anyone who's in love. See, Ranmir was involved with a pretty young woman named Isabelle Rolaine. The two of them were very happy together, I thought. One day, she just disappeared. Ranmir was convinced she'd run off with someone else, leaving him behind. He turned to drinking. And what's left of him is what you see here every day. I'm not sure. I hope that maybe if she could be found, if he had some sort of explanation, that maybe he could put himself back together. I'm in no position to go searching for her, but perhaps you could. Have you heard about Aventus Aretino? He's a little boy, lives in Winterhold. They say he's been trying to get in touch with the Dark Brotherhood. I'm afraid there's not much to be said. Winterhold is hardly what it used to be. You can talk to Birna if you need to buy anything. She doesn't have much, but could certainly use the coin. And then there's our little inn. Most of the business we get is from folks here to visit the college, though even that's dried up some. Have you seen the Shrine of Azura? They say the Dark Elves built it after they fled from Morrowind. Sight to see. See ya.
Unless you're bringing me another round, you can just keep walking. What? Don't you say that name to me. Don't you dare. Ever.
I understand Courier's been complaining about our customers again.
What?
What of it?
Don't you-
It's our inn.
Don't you say that name to me. Don't
I
you
believe he's
dare.
suggesting their
Ever.
presence causes him.
Yeah.
And he's welcome to eat and drink at home, isn't he?
If you've business with the college, you're welcome. That's right. College of Winterhold, just north of town. Hard to miss. Drink for the thirsty? All right then.
Just say, we may not have as much to offer as Whiterun or Solitude, but we'll do what we can to make your stay a pleasant one. Oh no. Dagger's been talking at you, hasn't he? Gotten you roped into his little plan to fix Ranmir's life. I'll tell you what I told him. Stay out of it. It's none of your business. Those aren't folks you want to get tangled up with.
Is everything well, Nellifer?
Oh yes, quite fine.
Enough to know that it's not
Accommodations
worth
here
it.
continue to be
Ranmir's a
just
good
fine.
boy, and he doesn't deserve
There
what
haven't
fate
been
pushed
any-
his way. But there's only so far I'll go to risk my
Are
neck.
you referring to your
One
other
night, Ranmir was in here like always, drinking himself to death.
I expect
When I told him there was no more hunting brew, that he drank all of it, he got angry.
Well, let me
He
know if
ranted
things
at
get
me.
out of hand.
How I didn't know what he's been through. How Isabelle broke his heart when she ran off with some thief named Vex. He said he'd even gone to Riften to try and find the bastard. I think maybe he was hoping they'd just kill him, and that'd be the end of it. Dagur never heard any of this, and I chose to keep it to myself. I'm only telling you so you don't get into trouble. Riften and thieves means trouble. Just leave it alone. No, there isn't, and I suggest you leave it at that. I don't want to see anyone get hurt over this. Until next time.
What? Don't you say that name to me!
Just say the word if you need a drink or
If
something.
there's anything
to
you
eat.
need, just let me
Oh
know.
yes, quite fine. My accommodations here continue to be just what I need. Are you referring to your other...
See ya.
No, everything is quite all right. I don't deal with any college applicants these days, so don't bother asking.
If you've business with the
Until
college,
next time.
take a look. Until next time.
I'm just trying to have a quiet drink here, all right? Got any ale or mead? What? Don't you say that name to me! Don't you dare, ever. Until next time.
We may not have as much to offer as Whiterun or Solitude, but we'll do what we can to make your stay a pleasant one. No, there isn't, and I suggest you leave it at that. I don't want to see anyone get hurt over this. All right, then.
I do what's necessary so we can get by. Have to, since I can't count on my brother for anything.
I don't care how many colleges they build, or how much the sea swallows up. I'll outlast them all.
If you're looking for Ranmir, he's either passed out in bed or working on winding up that way.
Hold there. Before I let you into Riften, you need to pay the visitor's tax. For the privilege of entering the city. What does it matter? Keep your voice down. You want everyone to hear you? I'll let you in. Just let me unlock the gate. Gate's unlocked. You can head inside when you're ready.
Welcome to Riften, home of the Thief's Guild. had another run-in with a thief's guild.
Be careful, Mule.
I don't know you.
Thieves Guild
You and
is
Riften
made
looking
of
for
black
trouble.
briar.
You can pretend not to hear me all you want, but you better stay out of
I'm really
Black
getting
Briar's
tired of your
business.
excuses. When you borrowed the money, you said you'd pay it back on time.
People of Riften, heed my words.
I've never seen Mule this upset about anything. The city really gets to her.
This is one of the
You're a
signs.
stranger here
the
too,
signs
huh?
that Lady Mara is displeased with your constant inebriation.
My skill in battle is
Put down your
unmatched.
flagons filled with your vile liquids, and embrace the teachings of the handmaiden of
Mule
time.
told me that it isn't this bad everywhere.
No, Mama.
Maybe one day I'll venture out and see if she's right.
Talon?
Kirava, certainly we can come to some sort of an understanding. These people must be made aware of the chaos they've sown.
Enough, Marla. We've all heard of the dragons and their return. There's no need to use them as an excuse to harass our customers.
New around Riften? You looking for something or what? I don't know why I bother.
Huh? What do you want?
Sorry, but the bunkhouse isn't an inn. I'd recommend the Bee and Bar.
I mostly deal with petty thievery and drunken brawls. Been too long since we've had a good bandit raid.
Sure, I'm a dirty beggar. Why would you want to even speak to me?
Gems, potions, exotic ingredients. I'll have them all.
Protect yourself right. Buy armor from Ranmir.
Never done an honest day's work in your life for all that coin you carry. Hey, lass.
Jewelry with legendary Argonian craftsmanship.
Looking to stay alive? Why take a chance?
Don't miss out. Purchase a bottle of my genuine farmer blood elixir. Only 20 cents each.
Working at the Riften fishery is tough, but it puts some coin in my pocket.
Make love like a saber cat. Crush your enemies to dust like a giant. Only a mere 20 gold coins, and all this could be yours.
Vegetables as crisp as a winter's morning.
If you're looking for a handout, you want to speak with my husband.
City's quiet enough now, but when the sun goes down, you best keep on your guard.
They'd skin us alive. You can't win this.
Huh?
Stay out of trouble, or there's gonna be trouble.
I have no business with you. Who's asking? Not him again. He came nosing around Riften a while back, making a lot of noise about me. He was persuaded to leave before he found me. Funny. I'd have thought she would have gone back to him by now. She came through a while ago. Wanted to know where she could get her hands on something valuable. Anything, really. I told her it was a bad idea. That she wasn't cut out for what'd be necessary, but she wouldn't hear it. So, I gave her some advice, pointed her towards Hobbsfall Cave, and that was that.
What was that? What was that?
those
We
flames.
don't get many people like
Unless
you.
you plan on torching
My pa says elves are bad and not to trust them.
My favorite drinking buddy. Let's get some mead. Unless it's gold for another round of drinks, I don't want to hear it. A what? Don't you go pulling my leg. Give it here. This is really from her, isn't it? Did she really run off and do this? For me? By the 8. She's dead, isn't she? And it's all my fault. I have some thinking to do. Thank you for this. Please, leave me alone. I need to be by myself.
If there's anything you need, just let me know.
I don't deal with any college applicants these days, so don't bother asking.
Please, leave me alone.
Now
I
here's
need
a
to be
woman
by
I'm glad to
myself.
see. No, there isn't, and I suggest you leave it at that. I don't want to see anyone get hurt over this. All right, then.
Please, leave me alone. I need to be by myself.
My days at the college are long behind.